What's going on, Aquarius? Welcome to my channel. We're about to jump into your energy. This goes out to sun, moon rising, singles, couples, men and women, cross watchers are welcomed. Due to it being Christmas Eve, I'll be trying to upload as much as I can and hopefully reach somebody, because it's a very hard time for a lot, especially Christmas time. A lot of us have lost people. A lot of us have gone through breakups. A lot of us have thought we landed someone only to lose them. And I have yet to learn the lesson in that. It's just, it's not the coolest time of the year for everybody. And we have so many, beautiful glitz and glamour Santas and angels and trees, and everything kind of merges all together, from Yule to Christmas. And I try to overlook the past and just celebrate what is. I grew up to the tree. I grew up to having magic and wonder, the deities, the Christ, all of them. And I find out that the deeper I dig, the more I see that it's us and not them. But a message came out as I was shuffling through the cards. I normally don't like to read messages that just pop up. I like to shuffle and let's rock with it, but we'll open up with the moon. It's a time of internal change. I mean, if you look through the spiritual communities, you see so many people going through similar things. Crying fits, yawning is one of the symptoms that I heard. Just not feeling good, but not being able to find anything physically wrong with yourself. I guess you can call it ascension symptoms or whatever you want to call it. But what I have for you is the moon. When you look at the moon, it can illuminate, but it all depends where it is at that time. But the moon influences you nonetheless, even when we're not in the visual phases. I mean, we all know we have waxing and waning. We all know that we see it during her many phases, but we don't see it sometimes. And that's when we're sitting within complete darkness, even if the moon is in its full-blown glory. You have to understand that no matter how dark things may get, there is always going to be light. This actually came from a goddess. You have to understand that you have to go deep within your core, deep within your emotions, deep within to your emotional body to find out what it is that just irks you, what it is that plagues you, what it is that makes you feel down, what it is that just stops your creativity, that might stifle that. Whether you create talismans or amulets, mojo bags, you read tarot, you cast for people, you work ancestral magic and donate that energy to people. You serve in churches, you go to covens, you go to lodges. You'd be surprised at how many people might be in the church donating their time, that they might be a Christian or a Catholic, but they got that witch in their blood. They got that ceremonial magician in their blood. And they can't tell the pastor or the preacher, because they're like, what the heck do I do? They have, not all, but a lot have this visual representation of how things are. So you find a lot of people going to those monasteries where monks might be, or nuns, or you see them going to the high priestess. And I think that's what might benefit quite a few of you, to get out there and to really see that, even if you are a Christian or a Catholic, I'm just using those two because those are well known. I don't want to see a Gardnerian or an Alexandrian or something of that nature, because then people are going to be like, dude, what? So if you, for example, if you follow those main paths, you'll be surprised of how many people besides you actually practice a similar path. But you have to understand that even in the darkness of the moon, that torch is there. That torch is there to guide you. That torch will be there to lead you. That torch will be there to just let you know to breathe. So with that out of the way, it's a rough year for me as well. First Christmas without mom. You want to know why I do this? And what makes me get on here? I mean, yeah, I'm called to do something and I love to help people, but she was the one that really gave me strength when I had none. So I know I have my deities, I know I have y'all. Because each of your messages have really touched my heart, but not having mom is different. You have to remember, you can only do so many things at once, and trying to juggle things in life, whether it is a relationship or it is a job or something of that nature, it does take a toll on you. It does take a toll on your vessel. Who has ever worked 2 jobs, for example, yeah, it starts off awesome. You get paid. But what comes from that? You get tired more. You don't really have time to fellowship. You don't have time to get out and to really just be with those, and it feels like life just passes you by. So don't juggle too much. You'll make that bill payment. You'll land that meal. You'll get to you'll get to where you need to get to. You will get what you need, but you have to understand that by really trying to juggle that, it's going to eventually take a toll on you. This is the time to slow down. I'm not trying to ruin anybody's bubble, but the new year has come and gone. Samhain, and anyone that really follows that knows that Samhain and these other holy days, yes, I said Samhain is a holy day. That might rub a couple people wrong, but what is holy and what is unholy? What is divine and what is not divine? It's all in what you make it. I mean, Hecate alone is a queen, respected by so many. Mary is a holy queen of heaven. And there are many heavens and many dimensions and many realms. And you just got to kind of find out which one flows with you. So I challenge you during this, Yule, Christmas, going into 2022 with the new year, in conjunction with still having things from Samhain speaking to us. And if you do the whole saints thing, and really just worry and pray for the souls in purgatory, if you follow that tradition. Now, I'm not saying that anyone's going to purgatory, and we're not saying that. But by many traditions, there are people that pray for the souls in purgatory. Now, what is purgatory? If you want to go as easy as that, the purgatory is the astral plane. And some souls don't know what they're doing, hence people out here helping them pass on, hence having shamans to go into the astral planes and bring pieces of one's soul back and reintegrates it. Look into parts therapy. Hell, Teal Swan alone speaks about that. If you ever see this, what's up, Teal? How you doing? Understand that the wheel of year will bring closure. It will bring an ebb and flow. It will bring a returning to full. It will bring a returning to center. It will bring that to manifestation. And it's really about understanding that you will come full circle. You could start off, just meditating, and then you're suddenly called to get involved in something like hoodoo or the craft of the wise, whatever it may be. And you might sit back and say, I still got to meditate, and you will. 1 second. I dropped something. There we go. And you might still be called to meditate, but you're going to take that skill of meditation and integrate it into the new path. You have come full circle with that. You have gained the knowledge, the wisdom. You have gone through the ups and the downs. You have done everything. And now it's time to stack that on top of something new and apply that with this. I remember a while back when I was talking about path changes and shifts, and people might be getting into something that they, quite frankly, don't want to do, but needs to do. You can find all that riddled through YouTube. Even a friend of mine, if he sees it, what's up, bro? He shifted. He changed. He went from healer to Christian. And he said to him, it brought him peace. He still has access to all his forces. He still has access to everything. He just came full circle with that and gain the spiritual understanding, now he can move forth and take that spiritual understanding and that spiritual lineage, whatever he's got going over there, and apply it to this new path that he is following. And maybe he will stay, maybe he won't, maybe he will go forth, maybe we'll go back to the old path. If he does, God bless him. If he doesn't, God bless him. See how this is going? Understand what the wheel of the year depends on where you are in the world, because some are down under. They got the, we got the, hence us having, Sabbats on different times. But I think that no matter where you are, you can celebrate those Sabbats. In fact, I think a lot of deities from different cultures are starting to pop into other people's lives and saying, yo, how you doing? I'm here, and you're pretty awesome. We never met, but I'd like to work with you. One popped in on me. Turns out she was watching over me for as much as I can remember. Thank you. And now I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to flow with the Santa Muerta energy. I don't know much about her. I read the basics, but when she pops in like, how you doing? I'm just like, what did I didn't do nothing. So understand things do go full circle. Thank you. You have to know that you can't be in this Two of Swords energy while going through this process. Ow, that hurt my feelings. I'm gonna be honest, y'all. Due to everything going on, I was not where I am 25 minutes ago. I don't know if anyone can see, but I'm tapped, but I'm here, I'm present. And isn't that what it's about? In a way, this iPhone camera shows all my flaws, but isn't that what it's about? Loving ourselves and our authentic beings down to the ups and downs and saying, you know what, I messed up, but I'm gonna get up and do it tomorrow. Who's been there? And we can't achieve that by being in this Two of Swords energy, We can't achieve that by being blocked off to everything that's going on and so forth and so on. My camera angle's a little messed up, so I'm like this. I'm working on it though, y'all. I'm working on it. Y'all ain't complaining though, so it's all good. But by being in that Two of Swords energy, can we really be open to what needs to come our way? When I see these crossed swords, I just don't see being blocked off. I see being blocked off to the masculine energy as well as the feminine energy, and running away from both of them, because one is going to tell you how it is and the other one's going to hold you and then let you feel how it is. And they kind of do that whole internal marriage and come forth like a mom and a dad and whoop your butt because they see something in you. We're just so wrapped up in the crap that we go through as humans that it's hard for us to see that. It's hard for us to see that the books only go so far, that we can only do so much with the books. And trust me, I got a lot of them. Oh yeah. From the Bible to the Goetia to the Greater Key of Solomon, John Dee's works, Sigil Magic, you name it. I done went down a rabbit hole and back. But at the same time, only when I said, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I don't know what the hell to do. That's when they started to come through. The loss of my mother is when it all started. And I didn't have a book for this. I'm getting visions in my head of sigils and seals and certain names. And it all works. And it's pure. It's all pure. Everything I worked with before is pure, but when you take the books and you put them to the side, there's a purity in it. Take the tarot. You can only go so deep in a book before you literally got to say, well, I have to mess around and see this on a deeper level than just what the picture is, because they say the same thing over there. They say the same thing over there. They say the same thing over here. But I'm sitting here like, well, this sword right here may mean this basic meaning, being blocked off and whatever, but there's more to it. And I have to interpret it the way that I have to interpret it. Yeah, I'm going to run, or you're going to run into somebody who really doesn't like your interpretation. And trust me, I've been down that road. Someone actually said that you all should be happy that we paved the way for you to read on a chat program. And I found that to be funny because first off, they didn't create the program. Second off, I bought the deck of cards. Third off, I meditated. Fourth off, I went about it. See the ego with that? So they created a chat room and people went there and chat. Well, I made my own. I made my own chat room. But back to I don't know where that came from. But we cannot be blocked off. We cannot be blocked off. We cannot let ego get us. There is good ego out there. There is a good dosage of healthy ego. But we have to be open to letting that ego come in and crush the ego that might make us, act a little weird. I ain't no psychologist. I just do stuff and it happens. Go check out Teal Swan. She break that down better than me, but she is one of the people that I have been going to, not personally, but just really digging deeper into her channel. And I've always thought she was cool, but there's been some things that have really, really, really dug deep, and that woman's a powerhouse with Gnosis. That woman's a powerhouse. So honestly, go check her out, What if I told you that a Knight of Cups individual was going to come into your life? What if I told you that sometimes accepting that cup can be one of the most painful things that you might have to do? If you're that guy offering a cup to someone, I can't tell you if you should continue. I can't tell you if you shouldn't. But sometimes it means something to people when you keep trying to offer that cup. But you have to understand that if you are that person that wants to offer that cup, and you keep offering that cup to someone who does not genuinely want your cup, it's going to end in this. It's going to suck. I see it every day. I see people going after the wrong people. I see people going for the wrong things. And I'm going to keep it real. It hurts. It sucks in general. So you got to make sure when someone offers that cup, are you really, really, really ready to take that cup? Because there's two situations. If you're trying to offer the cup to people and it ain't working, stop offering your cup, because it keeps tipping. It keeps getting knocked over and you got to go back and replenish. If someone is offering you that cup, it's not always going to end in heartbreak. It's not always going to end in this. In fact, for those that resonate, you need to take the daggone cup. Take the cup. I don't know if anyone's seen that tarot meme online. Take the damn cup, because it can bring you out of this. We can put ourselves in this very dark vibe, not like real, when I mean dark, I mean shadowy. I mean just foggy mind. I mean, we don't want to take the cup, but we do, because we're hardwired to want love. We are hardwired for touch. It has been proven that touch deprivation breaks you like a twig. Don't touch someone for a year. Don't pick up a baby. Don't touch your friend. Don't offer a hug and see how that person withers and dies inside. Touch deprivation is a real thing. We need touch. We need connection. We're not supposed to be alone. Yeah, we might step away from things, but sometimes you really got to think about it when we say, I don't need nobody. I bad all by myself. Man, I go open my channel up. I'll do this. I go to the career. I just go to the Bahamas and just look good. Yeah. I don't need nobody. Yeah, that's fun at first. Then we start looking at everybody's IG feed and everybody's Facebook and Twitter and stuff, and we see them having a blast, and we're just kind of like, and it hurts. A lot of people are feeling alone this time of the year. So if you know someone that is feeling alone, reach out to them. Now let's wrap this up. If you reach out, really reach out. It's not going to be a one-time thing, and I hate to pop the whole crappy bubble of all these people who write one book and put it out there. Oh, just set your intention. Oh, just believe it. Oh, yeah, freak. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, it's not really working too good because people are still trying to figure themselves out. You know what spirituality is? Jumping into the pit. That's what it is. And when you come out the pit, I can promise you, you're going to be the empress. Yeah. So open your heart. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna feel like someone ripped a Band-Aid off of you. But if you don't, where will you be in 10 years? Follow the moon. Open your heart. Heal your soul. Accept the cup. And only offer the cup to those who truly deserve it. Hopefully this resonates in some way, shape, manner, or form. If so, please like, share, and subscribe, and join the Craft and Conjure Aquarius Moon Tarot family. Make sure you follow me on TikTok at The Tarot Intuitive. I do all 12 signs over there. They ain't no 30-minute videos, but I do all 12 signs over there. And I got some stuff I'm still trying to work on for this, because this is an Aquarius channel. But I'm trying to do something for other signs as well, because I know that you might be an Aquarius sun, but you might be a Libra moon, or you might be a Leo. See how that goes? But yeah, I'm thinking 2022, we still doing tarot, but I think we just need to get a little bit more authentic, a little bit more vulnerable. And I don't mean we all over here going kumbaya freak all y'all. I mean, we share experiences, we connect, we network with one another. So I want to see y'all in the community tab below talking to one another, because that's important to me. I didn't just create this channel and stuff just to sit here and look at myself, because I quite frankly don't like the way I look. Yeah, y'all didn't know that. I don't like the way I look. But I created it so people could fellowship and to communicate and to just really be there for one another. I like to say that my channel, my community is one of the most peaceful, humble, loving communities on the whole YouTube spectrum. And for those that have been here since the beginning, they'll vouch. For those that just came along, welcome all new subscribers, because I saw a boost, and I'm glad that, my material resonates with you. For everyone that's been saying these kind words, it's been getting me through. All right, so I hope whatever you celebrate, Yule, Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. I just know the classics. I go by Yule and Christmas, because, that's me. Thanksgiving has always just been about a time of family, but I try to stay away from what the world says and just focus on the feelings of it and the connection, because we need more of that. And we need more connection with each other, as well as the reconnection or the connection to the watchers, the guardians, the ones that protect this universe, the angels, daemons, gods, goddesses, the Christ, whoever you resonate with. All right, but Emmanuel is a pretty awesome dude. He is. He's a great dude. And for those that want to know, he does have his arms out, but it's not the way you think. It's an initiation. That's all. That's it. Yeah, you might spend a little time with him or whoever you initiate into, even if you decide to do some deity worship. Deity workings. Goddess workings, God workings, so forth and so on. Because I can't speak for all, but I have never in my life met a deity that wants you on the ground kissing dirt. Even Lilith stood me up fast as sex, said, "You will not bow. Honor, yes, but bow, no." One more for the road. I'm not saying you gotta go out and work with her. I'm just saying, you get where I'm going with it. And final, become that Queen of Cups and tap into those emotions, because that's the only way you're gonna master them. And even when you think you master them, they kick your butt one more time. So just work with them. All right, y'all. Peace.